Imagine a man so consumed by his own twisted desires that he doesn't just betray his sick wife. He turns his own home into a hunting ground, targeting his daughter's best friend and eventually losing sight of the most sacred boundary of all. What happens when the person meant to protect you becomes the very monster you should be running from? Our story begins in a quiet, seemingly normal neighborhood, but behind the doors of one particular house, a slow-motion tragedy is unfolding. We meet Alicia, a woman trapped in a waking nightmare. She suffers from a mysterious mental illness that triggers violent seizures and fits of screaming. Her life is a cycle of heavy medication and constant supervision. Her daughter, Lisa, and Lisa's best friend, Nicola, spend their afternoons drawing and helping care for Alicia. In a rare moment of lucidity, Alicia looks at the two young girls and delivers a chilling warning. Men are scoundrels, and they should never, ever let one get close to them. It's a warning born from a pain she can't quite articulate, but it's one the girls aren't ready to understand. Enter Emilio, the man of the house. On the surface, he's a respected dentist, but the moment he steps into the room, the atmosphere shifts. He's not a grieving husband or a doting father. He's a predator hiding in plain sight. As he casually eats grapes, his eyes don't land on his suffering wife. They lock onto Nicola, his daughter's teenage friend. The way he looks at her isn't fatherly. It's hungry. And even more unsettling, Nicola looks back. The tension at home is thick, but it's about to boil over. Emilio's assistant at the dental clinic mentions that Lisa has booked an appointment for Nicola. When Nicola arrives at the clinic, the professional setting does nothing to dampen the predatory energy. As Emilio prepares to check her teeth, Nicola begins to moan in pain before he even touches her. She insists the nurse leave the room, claiming she's uncomfortable. The moment the door clicks shut, the mask falls off. Emilio administers a painkiller injection, and Nicola's behavior shifts instantly. She isn't sedated, she's emboldened. She initiates a forceful, desperate encounter right there in the exam chair. Emilio, driven by a lifetime of repressed lust, doesn't pull away. He dives headfirst into an affair with his daughter's best friend, a betrayal so deep it threatens to shatter his entire family. But as he watches Nicola climb out of the clinic window to avoid being seen, a flicker of guilt hits him. He realizes he's crossed a line that can't be uncrossed. But in a world built on secrets, guilt is just a temporary inconvenience. The next morning, the breakfast table is a minefield of unspoken truths. Nicola is there, sitting across from the man she just slept with, while Lisa remains blissfully unaware that her best friend is now her father's lover. Alicia, struggling to stay grounded, reminisces about the early days of her marriage, telling the girls how much Emilio has changed since he first proposed. She gives Nicola a beautiful gown she wore as a young woman, a gesture of motherly love toward a girl who is currently dismantling her life. It's heartbreaking to watch Alicia try to maintain a sense of normalcy, even bathing Emilio and pretending their marriage is intact, while he spends his nights lying next to her, fantasizing about the girl in the guest room. As the days pass, Emilio's obsession morphs into a suffocating, dark possessiveness. He starts stalking his own daughter, following her to school. When he sees Lisa on the back of a boy's bike, he doesn't feel protective, he feels jealous. Later that night, he eavesdrops on Lisa's phone conversation. He overhears her talking about marks on her body she wants to show her boyfriend. In a disturbing display of parental concern, he bursts into her room and demands to check her body. He strips her down, searching for a reason to exert control, and when he finds nothing, he carries her to bed, whispering that he doesn't want any man to ever touch her. It's a chilling moment that blurs the line between a protective father and a man who views the women in his life as property. While this domestic horror plays out, Alicia's mental health is spiraling. Emilio decides she needs professional treatment and checks her into a clinic. With his wife out of the way, the house becomes a playground for his impulses. But the power dynamic is shifting. Nicola, sensing Emilio's weakness, starts to play games of her own. During a follow-up appointment at the clinic, she realizes he didn't actually give her anesthesia. She uses this betrayal of trust to pull away, leaving Emilio desperate and spiraling into self-pity. Back at home, the boundaries continue to dissolve. Lisa, perhaps sensing the void left by her mother or reacting to her father's strange new intensity, sits on Emilio's lap and kisses him. For a split second, Emilio's predatory instincts flare up toward his own daughter, but he snaps out of it, fleeing to his room in a rare moment of self-awareness. But how long can a man like this keep his demons at bay? The climax of this twisted tale arrives on Lisa's birthday. The house is full of teenagers, music, and laughter, but the air is foul with secrets. Lisa finds the gown her mother gave to Nicola and decides to wear it herself. This sparks a bitter argument between the two friends, a fight that isn't really about a dress, but about the invisible wall that has grown between them. While the party rages outside, Emilio finds Nicola sitting alone in a dark room. He sees his chance. He doesn't comfort her, he claims her. They disappear into the shadows of the house, completing the betrayal while his daughter celebrates just a few feet away. In the aftermath, the web of lies becomes a noose. Lisa mentions to her father that one of her friends is pregnant. Emilio's heart stops. Is it Nicola? He confronts her, but she remains cryptic, telling him not to worry. When he returns home, he finds Lisa on the phone again, pretending to talk to Nicola. In a scene that cements his descent into total moral decay, Emilio begins flirting with his own daughter, his eyes wandering with the same dirty intent he showed Nicola. He wants to possess everything in his reach. Just as the situation reaches a breaking point, Alicia returns. She's been released from the hospital, but she isn't the same woman. She walks in on the disturbing scene between father and daughter and, in a desperate attempt to reclaim her husband and her home, she tries to seduce him. She reminds him that he hasn't loved her in years, practically begging for the affection he's been giving to a teenager. But Emilio is repulsed by the reality of his sick wife. He's already moved on to a fantasy he can control. The end comes swiftly and coldly. Alicia's condition worsens until she is bedridden, a shadow of the woman she once was. Emilio doesn't mourn, he prepares. He takes Alicia back to the hospital, telling Nicola that she will never come home again. The obstacle is removed. The seat at the table is empty. The movie closes on a haunting image. Nicola has moved into the house, stepping into the role of the woman of the manor. As the sun rises, she and Lisa walk out the door to go to school together, appearing to the world like two normal best friends. Upstairs, Emilio watches them from the window, a tired man who has finally gotten exactly what he wanted. A house full of secrets and a life built on the wreckage of his family. He has clapped his way through the lives of the people who trusted him most, leaving nothing but broken shells in his wake. It leaves us wondering, in a house built on such a dark foundation, how long can the walls stay standing before everything comes crashing down? If you were in Lisa's shoes, at what point would you realize that your father's love was actually a death sentence for your family? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Would you have seen the signs, or is the most dangerous predator always the one you call Dad? See you in the next movies recaps, and thanks for watching.